You have to talk to these kids, ask them, how are you doing? How was school today? What's going on? Are you going to meet? Even if the conversation is not reciprocated. And this is just my opinion about it. I am not an expert. I am not a psychologist. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a doctor. This is my opinion about the effects of depression on our teenagers. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I would like to talk about something that's very dear and near to my heart, and that is touching. You see the title. When you saw the title, you click because you may be going through this, or you may know someone that's dealing with this. Mental illness with our youth. Our youth is such a vulnerable population. They need us to mold them, to support them, to provide stability so they can thrive in society. We know that teenagers are very complex. As parents, sometimes we don't know what to do to comfort our teen. We don't know if we give too much, they pull back, they don't want it. We give too less, and then they feel like they don't have us. We're caught in the middle trying to dissect and find out what we need to support our teenagers. I'm gonna play this clip.
I used to tell my mother growing up, like, Mom, you know, I'm depressed, like, I don't love myself, and blah, blah, blah. She used to be like, girl, if you don't get my face with that, why do you care about what people say? Everybody is not going to find you attractive. Everybody is not going to like you. Like, why do you care? Like, who are they? And I was like, but Mom, I have to go to school with these people every day. She's like, are you scared? Did they hit you? And that's when the whole sticks and stones may break my bones, but words don't. And I said, no, words do hurt.
So this lovely young lady expressed to her parent that she was feeling like somewhat bully. I wouldn't say bully, but people were teasing her, may have said not so nice things. And as mature adults, we are in a position where we don't care about what people think, because we have grown and we have matured and we know our worth, and no one can take it from us. But it took us some time to get there. We didn't just was birthed and became strong and independent and did not care what others thought about us, or did not care how others perceive us. No, it didn't happen that way. We were once these young children. We were once these young teens that like interaction with their peers, needed validation from their peers. And we forgot that. So as a parent, we may say, oh, don't worry about what they say. Don't worry about what they say. But we don't understand the children, or what the children have to deal with when they're in school. And that's where sometimes we fail our kids, because we're supposed to listen, try to help them figure out a way to get over their obstacles, get over their hurdles. And telling them to simply just don't worry about it doesn't always work. You may know your child is not a strong person. You may have to give extra advice to your child to help her in high school. We know how it is. They will call you baldy, fatty, stupid, ugly. I was teased a lot of times. And you will cry in the locker rooms. You will cry in the bathroom. And then as you get older, you harden, because all of the taunts and the tease get to you. And then as an adult, you stand strong and firm in the person that you are. And then those taunts and teasing sometimes doesn't affect you. But we have to guide our kids there. Guide our kids there so they have the support of us. Because we don't want them to go anywhere else to get help. We want them to come to us. We want to be the ones to help them be a better person. Let's see another video.
Being depressed as a teenager is one of the most unspoken on topics that I think that should be spoken on. You feel me? Like real shit, when you a teenager, it's so easy to be depressed. Like me personally, my nigga, like the type of nigga I am, when I come home, I really don't talk to my family. I really don't like talk to them a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't really interact with them a lot. I just be sitting in here like this. You feel me? So when I am depressed, it's like they don't even fucking notice. When you get so used to not talking to your parents, my nigga, it's just like, bro, that it's so easy to be depressed as a teenager. I feel like if you had 10 teenagers in a room, at least 6 of them is gonna be depressed, bro. Like, it's so much shit that be happening to teenagers, bro, and it's like way worse now with social media. It's like, if you a nigga who depressed, bro, like, you gotta pray about that shit. You gotta do something, my nigga. You can't let that shit absorb you. Like, I'm already knowing this shit probably not gonna get that many views because it's not my average post, like, on some bullshit, but like, this is really genuine, my nigga. Like, I've been depressed before. Like, bad shit has happened to me while I was a teenager. I'm talking about so depressed, like, I'm not even eating. Like, at one point, my nigga, I was so fucking skinny, I won't eat shit. Like, real shit, bro. If you a nigga who depressed as a teenager, bro, you gotta talk about that shit with somebody, bro. It's like, that shit is real.
So, this gentleman, he hit it on the nail. Like, these kids, they go through so much. Us as adults feel like they don't have to deal with a lot of stresses in life. They don't have bills. They don't have to face cut-off notice, evictions, being fired, not be able to pay their bills, have to face homelessness. You know, we feel like because the kids or the teenagers don't have to deal with that they don't have issues. We often overlook the teenagers that have problems because they are so complex people that they don't want us in their business. As a teenager, they look at their parents as an outsider. Like, I don't want them in my business. They will rather go to a friend or someone else that they feel is cool because their parent is not. And we may hear the slam doors and we may see that the kid is always in their room and we'll be like, oh, that's just him, you know, he'll grow out of it. Not knowing that he's suffering in silence, suffering inside, and we don't ask any questions. I have learned that I need to talk to my daughter. You have to talk to these kids, ask them, how are you doing? How was school today? What's going on? Are you going to meet? Even if the conversation is not reciprocated, you need to talk to your child. You need to find out what's going on, because that depression is very difficult. It's very difficult. Sometimes that emotion of not knowing, like the sense of sadness comes over us and you don't know why. You're just sad, everyone's laughing. And this is just my opinion about it. I am not an expert. I am not a psychologist. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a doctor. This is my opinion about the effects of depression on our teenagers. They have a lot to deal with. They are going through hormonal changes. They're learning people. They're trying to form relationship with friends. They're trying to excel in school. Excuse me. They're trying to excel in school. They're trying to be the best person that they can. All of these emotions, all of these external factors, along with growing up. along with going into adulthood. That can take a toll on our young kids. And my message to you as a parent is hold on to your child. Grab hold of them. Know what's going on. Talk to them. See them through their obstacles. I don't care how small and minute that it possibly is. And that you may feel that it's not a big deal, but to them it's a huge deal. So there's no issue that's too small that you should tell your child, oh, don't worry about that. Leave it alone. Because you don't know how deep that little minute issue can affect them. Parents, talk to your kids. Let them know you're there. Support them in every way. Show up for them. Be there, because those slammed doors, those closed doors, those open-ended answers, yes and no, they're going to form into conversations. They're going to form into doors being open. They're going to form into hugs eventually. You just have to ride the wave, and those waves may be big and hard, but parents, you have to ride them. Ride them and see your child through, because every child deserves to be loved and supported no matter what. Let me know what you think. I know this is a topic that is very, very sensitive, but I feel like it needs to be said. Chime down below how, if you have ever dealt with a teenager showing signs of depression, showing withdrawals, showing isolation. Let me know, and how did you deal with it? Until next time, thank you so much. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.